I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You gotta understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you gotta work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not gonna be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, that is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces, and then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And they only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know. That was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, the definition of man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the women you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, the definition of game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Topsoil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Yo, we here. What's poppin'? What's good? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the building. What's going on? Appreciate everybody for tuning in. The game is going to be so heavy today, guys, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to my lovely lady, April MC in the building. Shout out to April MC. Shout out to June Sports, Monogamous Player, Studio Horror Music, AJ Lino, Rex Corp in the building, Captain Caleb in the building, Sam AD, Marktavius, Mike Chain. What's going on? Boxing Plug Games in the building. AT, what's going on with you? Shout out to Omar in the building. What's good with you? Joe Blast in the motherfucking building. Joe Blast in the building. Who else we got up in here? Shout out to Douglas, DH HB or DHBD. Matter of fact, shout out to you. Who else we got up in here? Nick Morrison was popping with you. Who else? Ludway's in the building. Was good. Shout out to you. Appreciate you, man. Who else we got up in here? GV is in the building. Phoenix is in the building. Clever is in the building. What's going on? So today we're going to be talking about how you should never feel guilty for having casual sex. Oh, we're about to go in. We're about to go in. But before we go into that, you guys know y'all gotta go to these websites. Hold on, let me pull this up real quick so that you guys can go to the websites and get the shit cracking. Go to CunninghamElements.com to get the Masculine Identity soap, parfum, shea butter, all 33% off for the Black Friday sale. So the Black Friday sale is on CunninghamElements.com. So make sure you guys go and get your shea butter, get your soap, get all of that good stuff. Because I'm telling y'all, man, y'all need to get this shit. This shit is fire. Also, make sure that you guys go to shoplocario.com. Get up on this online dating consultation with myself and April. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys do that so we can step up your game for the online dating. If you're not scheduling an online dating consultation, you are slipping and sliding out here in this game. Also get the massive game collection. You feel what I'm saying? 24 products and one low price. Make sure you guys do that. And also get Master the Vetting Process mandatory for you guys out here trying to step up your game. Make sure you guys do that and get that going. You feel me? Also, make sure that you guys go to MasculineIdentityMembership.com so that you guys can get on the Zoom calls with Miles. Also, make sure that you guys go to BadBoyMembership.com so that you guys can get 45 to 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. And last but not least, make sure that you guys go to the Patreon for the Bad Boy Show. Patreon.com/Mr. Locario. Hold on, I gotta put the phone lines on. Hold on, let me cut on the phone lines. I didn't realize the phone lines was off. Let me put the phone lines are on now. So make sure you guys call in. Phone lines are up. You feel what I'm saying? But go to patreon.com/Mr. Locario to check out the Bad Boy Show. We do current events every week, and we also talk about game and a lot of shit that we can't talk about on YouTube. So make sure you guys go and get that cracking. All right. So we're going to be talking about this topic, but also the reason why, we're talking about this topic is because a video has been going around of the rapper Game basically saying that he feels kind of guilty about, fucking around with chicks who, seem like they wanted, long-term relationships or something like that. So I'm going to pull up this video and we're just going to jump right into this shit, man. We're going to jump right into this because this needs to be talked about. We need to really dissect this and see what's going on out here in these streets. You feel what I'm saying? So it says, the Game says he feels guilty dealing with women who want serious commitment when he knows he doesn't want the same, but still sleeps with them. When you get in your 40s, you start feeling like you are womanizing. Okay, let's break this down. Now, before I even get into this, what I find interesting about this, right, is my question would be, right, is how does he know that the woman wanted to be in a serious commitment? You understand what I'm saying? How does he know that the woman that he hooked up with wanted to be in a serious commitment unless they actually told him that before they hooked up? You understand what I'm saying? See, that's one thing. So the thing is, before we get into this, a lot of guys assume that when they are interacting with women, that every woman that they meet wants to be in a committed situation with them or just be in a committed situation right now. Some women just want to get some dick tonight. Some women want to have casual sex and they'll still want, a boyfriend or something at some point, but they're not like, oh my God, I can't fuck or I can't have casual sex because, I want a commitment, right? It doesn't have, a woman could be wanting a boyfriend and just fucking at the same time, right? So meaning she'll meet you and she'll be like, oh, I'm feeling him. I'm sexually attracted to him. I want to have sex with this guy tonight. I may never see this guy again. I might not want to see this guy again, but I want to have sex with him right now, right? And the next day, go on a date with a guy who's going to take her to dinner, wine and dine her, and that could be her next boyfriend. So women can do this at the same time. It's not like you're stopping her from getting a commitment by you fucking her. You understand what I'm saying? But let's start this. We're going to start to stop this and then, talk about what's being said. Hold on. Let me see if this. Okay, cool. Here we go.
Times like when I was in my 20s and my 30s, it was just an exchange. You know what I'm saying? It was, hey, I'm giving you this, we having our moment, and then I'm gonna get back to my life, you get back to yours. No emotions because you're young. Everybody got their whole life ahead of them. When you get in your 40s, man, you start feeling like you womanizing and I'm taking emotions home with me, or she's taking emotions out the door with her if you are, living that type of lifestyle. And
let me pause it for a second. So one of the biggest misconceptions about sex, right, is that people think that when you're having sex, that you're automatically going to be emotional about the sex, right? So what happens is that sex isn't the thing that's going to cause the emotions to happen, right? Sex is the activity. How you view the sex act and how you view the sex act with who you're doing it with, you create a particular story based on that. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to Kazaki, say he's not just having sex though. I guarantee you he's flying women out, spending the night with them and doing other types of non-sexual activity. Exactly. Exactly. And that's the thing too, because what a lot of these guys do is that they're not actually having casual sex. They're doing a bunch of, whining and dining, simping, cuddling, doing all these things, and they fuck the girl, and then they bounce, and now it's like, oh, I feel guilty, and she's looking at him like, oh, you broke my heart. I was feeling this situation, and she was feeling it because you was giving her more than just dick, right? See, all you need to do is give the woman just dick, and then the woman who just wants your dick, y'all have sex, and then that is what it is. But again, there are people who attach all this emotion and all this other stuff because that's the story they tell themselves about the sex. So, for example, people will say, oh, well, women can't just be having sex, right? Because if a woman just has sex, then she's going to get caught up emotionally and she's going to get attached to the guy and so forth and so on, which is bullshit, by the way, right? Now, isn't it interesting that women seem to get attached emotionally to the sex when it's a guy that they really like? Isn't it interesting when a woman has horrible sex with a guy, she's not emotionally attached? Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird if a woman sleeps with a guy for the first time and the dick was trash in her opinion, for some weird reason, she's not emotionally attached, right? I thought it was the sex that makes her emotionally attached. Isn't it crazy how she can just move on? She's like, oh, that shit was whack, move on to the next guy. And then when she meets the next guy, if she's really, really feeling him and she's really, really attracted to him and she likes him, then all of a sudden when he has sex with her, oh, all these emotions and all this other stuff, right? So it's not the sex, it's the story you're telling yourself about the sexual encounter. You understand? So if you believe in all this soul ties nonsense, then that's what you're going to attach to sex. If you believe, oh, sex is this super, important act that two people who are really in a loving relationship should do, then that's how you're going to attach your thoughts to sex, right? If you are like, oh, we just fucking, then that's what you're going to attach to sex. Right. So a lot of guys, unfortunately, what they do is because they believe, this is what guys believe. They believe that women don't like sex as much as them. So they feel like that they have to somehow convince women to have sex with them. And that if they are having sex with a woman, they're sort of taking something away from the woman. Like, man, I feel bad fucking all these girls and having these one night stands and just having casual sex because I feel like I'm taking advantage of these poor women because all these women want me to be in a loving relationship with them if we're going to have sex. And I feel like I'm, tricking them into opening their legs and blah, 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 blah. No, the girl wanted to have sex, which is why she had sex with you. But let's continue. Let's see what else he's saying.
And I'm like not sleeping good after that because I feel like I had no pure intentions for this person, and this person is also late, 30s or mid 30s, and they got a lot.
So he's saying that he felt like he couldn't sleep at night. He's very distraught about this because he didn't have any pure intentions for this woman. What intentions did you need to have for her? If you wanted to fuck and she wanted to fuck, y'all fucked. So what is this pure, what intentions? The intention was to fuck, right? So if the intention was to fuck, then what's the problem? What is he feeling guilty about? Let's continue.
Life. And so like when you got, when you're young and you're dealing with a young woman, ain't nobody tripping. It's all good. Mm-hmm. But when you're older and you know that woman has trauma from her past relationship and all of that, and dinner is cool. Going out on a date is cool. But then once you start getting intimate with people and you know for sure that they are invested in you even a little bit and you have no,
See, I caught something. He said, the girl has trauma from her past and all that. And remember, like, we don't care. We don't care about your trauma. Go see it. We don't care. Right. But he's like, hey, we're going on a date. It's better to go on the date, go to dinner, because now, before you're getting intimate, why are we going on all these dates, going to dinner and all this other shit? If you're just trying to fuck, we should fuck. See, this is the thing, right? See, let me explain something to you guys. See, the reason why you don't need to feel guilty about having casual sex, right, is because when you're having casual sex, right, what happens is that woman who's having casual sex with you consensually, she's making a choice to have casual sex with you because she is sexually attracted to you. Now, check this out. If she's having casual sex with you, hoping that it will be something more than sex, and that's the main reason why she's having the casual sex with you, that is not your fault. You understand? Meaning that if you are clear that this is something casual and she consents to have the casual sex with you, but let's say her intention of having the casual sex with you is the hopes that it could be more than just casual, that she can get a relationship out of this. If she hopes that, that's on her because that's her prerogative and that's what she's thinking in her own mind. You understand what I'm saying? So if she wants a longer term relationship, if she wants a relationship that's a serious relationship, that is her prerogative and that is her responsibility to get that. It is not your responsibility to give that to her. Just like, for example, let's flip it. Let's say a woman was going on a bunch of like first dates, you know, dudes is taking her out to dinner and shit. She's having a good time interacting with these guys. Now, let's say she says, you know, I feel guilty about going on all these first dates because, you know, I realized that a lot of these guys, they were taking me on these dates because they wanted to fuck. They just wanted to fuck me. That's why they were taking me out on these dates. So I feel guilty about going on all these dates that I've been on because now knowing that these guys wanted my pussy, you know, I feel guilty about interacting with these guys who invited me on these dates and went on the date, right? Now, those guys wanted to fuck her is not her problem, right? They invited her to dinner. They invited her to the date. She went on the dates. So if the guys wanted to fuck, but they were going on dates trying to fuck and they didn't get no pussy from this woman and she just went on the dates, right? It's not her responsibility to give those guys pussy. You understand what I'm saying? If they want pussy, they have to figure out how to get pussy. If the woman wants a long-term relationship or she wants something serious, it's her responsibility to find that. So if I meet a woman and I'm sexually attracted to her and we're flirting and she consents to have casual sex and we do that, and then I keep it moving, and now she's feeling some type of way because she's like, man, I thought having sex with Locario was going to keep him there and he would have wanted to be my boyfriend. That's none of my business. I don't care. I don't care. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care. And the reason why I don't care is because it's not my responsibility to give this woman the relationship she wants. It's her responsibility to find the relationship she wants. You understand what I'm saying? So all this guilt shit is bullshit. Don't feel guilty about, see, this is the only thing you shouldn't do. If you're in a situation where, let's say you are telling a woman, hey, I want to hook up and let's have sex and so forth and so on. You're flirting with her. You're trying to make sex happen, right? And then let's say before the sex happens, she says to you, you know, hey, you know what? I only like want to have sex with a guy where I feel like he's really, really into me and he wants this to go further. And, you know, he wants, you know, more than just sex and blah, blah, blah. So basically she's saying she wants a long-term relationship, so forth and so on, right? Now, once she's told that to you before you have sex, right? Then it would be wrong for you to have sex with her, pretending you want the same thing she wants, have sex with her, and then kick it to the curb. That's wrong. You understand what I'm saying? But if you're in a situation where you're not making any promises to these women and the woman is not explicitly telling you, hey, this is what I want as far as a long-term relationship, and you two are just kicking it, y'all having fun, you guys are flirting, the sexual tension is being built, and y'all both have sex, y'all both are two consenting adults to have sex. After the sex happens, if she feels like she wanted something more from you outside of sex, that is not your problem, right? It's everyone's responsibility to get whatever they want out of the dating game. It is not your responsibility to give someone what they want. You understand that? So meaning when you guys meet women and these women are like, oh, I want a long-term relationship. That's cool. It's not your responsibility to give it to her. You understand? So meaning if you have this idea that all these women are out here talking about, oh, I want a long-term relationship, I want this, I want that. Understand, it's not your responsibility to give her that. It's her responsibility to find that. Meaning, it's her responsibility to be a likable woman, to find a man who actually gives a fuck about her, who's going to be consistent with her, to make that to make her his girl or his wife. Right? You shouldn't be like, damn, you know what? I want to fuck, but I shouldn't be fucking these girls out here because most of these girls, I assume they want a long-term relationship. So I'm going to feel guilty about fucking these girls who want long-term relationships. Guess what? Guess what women who want long-term relationships also want? They also want dick. You understand? Don't get it twisted. A woman, follow what I'm saying here. A woman is not saying, you know what? And some women try to lie about this, but most of them is full of shit when they talk about this. They'll be like, oh, I'm celibate. I'm waiting until I'm in a relationship. I'm intentional, all this other stuff. Most women who want a long-term relationship, they still fucking while they're looking for the long-term relationship. I'm going to say it again. Most women who want a long-term relationship are still fucking while they're looking for the long-term relationship. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not like a woman is either fucking and she's not looking for a long-term relationship, or she's looking for a long-term relationship and she's not fucking. Women will do both. You understand? Women will do both. Exactly, you said there's no shortage of women out here that are down to engage in sex only encounters. Exactly. That's a fact. But let's continue to see what he's talking about.
Well, you know you ain't talking to this person after tomorrow, man. You carry you
start feeling it. Shit you didn't care about before, or feelings you never even thought or worried about. It's crazy.
And then we don't. And then guess what? We don't even talk. We don't have nobody to talk to that about. So we got a lot.
And I get mad at. And I'm
getting mad. Talk to?
Yeah.
Wait, what do you? He's like, oh, we're not going to see them tomorrow. Who gives a fuck if I don't see you tomorrow? What are we talking about? Listen, just because I dropped off dick to a woman, that don't mean I owe her anything. What the fuck? Like, I gave you dick. You understand what I'm saying? I gave you dick, you gave me pussy. Fair exchange. What the fuck do I owe you? What do I need? Why do I need to call you tomorrow? What are we talking about? You understand what I'm saying? What is this? Oh, I felt this thing. He said they sound like a bunch of women having a discussion. Exactly. I just kind of felt bad because, I know I'm not going to call her tomorrow. Let me tell you guys something. Some women, when you fuck them, they don't want you to call them tomorrow. You understand what I'm saying? Do you guys not understand that sometimes women just want your dick and sometimes they just want your dick for that night and that's it? Chicks be going on vacation, meeting the motherfuckers. They just want the dick for the time they're on the vacation and they go back to their regular lives and they're all good. You understand what I'm saying? So what is this guilt dudes are feeling about having casual sex? This is crazy, but let's continue.
Could you be vulnerable with? Well, if I just took advantage of someone's emotions, right? And Matt is my boy, and he did the same.
You see what he said? He said, if I took advantage of somebody's emotions, right? How is having consensual, casual sex with a woman taking advantage of her emotions? No, you would be only taking advantage of her emotions if you were promising her something outside of sex, if you were acting like you wanted something more outside of sex to get sex, if you were whining and dining to get sex, if you were tricking and simping to get sex, then maybe you're taking advantage of her emotions because now you're doing things to cause her to think things are going to be more than just sex. And when it just is sex, she feels some type of way. See, grown ass women understand just getting dick and that's it. These chicks ain't born yesterday. You trying to tell me you meet a woman, she's 28, 29, 30, 31, 32 years old. And you think she don't know about getting dick dropped off? You understand what I'm saying? You think she don't know about getting her back blown out and shit? Having a maintenance man? You don't think she know about that shit? He said, I think he feels guilty about love bombing chicks. He knows he has misled women. This is what I'm saying. See, all those emotions and all that shit come in when dudes are doing more than just sex. See, a lot of people think it's just the sex. No, you can have good sex, have a good time with a woman, and she knows that's all it is, and she keeps it the fuck moving. Whenever you're thinking of anything outside of the sex and expecting things outside of the sex, that's when you're going to have issues. Let's continue.
Same thing a week ago. We ain't talking about that. We like, what's up, bro? Looking good. Sometimes, like when I was in my 20s and my...
All right, so that's it. It's just rewinding and replaying from that point. All right, so guys, you got to understand, man, is that when it comes to this game, right? Understand that a lot of motherfuckers, unfortunately, because they don't understand attraction, women, they don't understand how to actually get what they want in this game. Like when it comes to stuff like casual sex, they come from the premise of, man, I feel like, I feel like I'm doing something wrong by just wanting sex and just having sex. Because what happens is that what most women do is when they're dealing with guys who are, let's say, beta males, guys who don't have game, they attach everything around sex. Oh, let's get to know each other more. Let's talk more. Let's hang out. Let's go on 3 dates. Let's court me, do all that other shit. So all this stuff is like attached. You understand what I'm saying? To the sex. Right? And so that's the type of energy that motherfuckers are putting out, and they start thinking, oh man, I feel guilty. And that guilt feeling is because they've put sex on a pedestal. They figure, damn, well, if we're just having sex, I feel like I'm getting away with something. I feel like, I was supposed to do more to get this sex. I feel like there was something, that was supposed to be attached to this sex. You understand what I'm saying? It's crazy. But guys, you can call in. Call in number is 844-672-7300. 844-672-7300 is the number. So this ain't going to be a long show. So we'll probably be here another 25 minutes, half an hour, the most. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you guys call up if you want to call up. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat and we will get to your question. But yeah, you guys got to understand that, you shouldn't feel guilty about having casual sex with a woman, right? Again, as long as it's consensual and as long as you are not trying to sell the woman a dream to get sex. You understand? If you're not doing that, you're fine, right? And never feel like you owe a woman like more time and energy and attention just because y'all had sex. I remember I was on Clubhouse one time, right? And we were talking about like hooking up and all that other shit, right? And the funny part was there was dudes on there saying that, I remember this dude was like, Locario, but don't you think that, if you hooked up with a girl, shouldn't you like help her out with her bills or, help her get this done or that done? And I'm like, nigga, why? Like see, understand that dudes think this way because they don't value their dick. Because if I gave her dick and we were having sex, then what else does she need? You understand what I'm saying? What else does she need? So the problem is that guys think they need to do more because they don't think that the sex is enough. You understand? So they're like, oh yeah, we had sex, but I feel like I need to do more because what happens is, like I said, most women require men to do more for sex because women are holding the power in the sexual dynamic. This is why all these red pill idiots talk about, oh, well, women are the gatekeepers of sex. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Right? So shit like that. Women are the gatekeepers of sex. So if they believe women are the gatekeepers of sex, then what happens is that if she allowed you to have sex quickly or allowed you to have casual sex, then she blessed you. So you should do something more for her, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, help her and her kids out. You know what I mean? Like, you know, take her kids to Chuck E. Cheese and shit. Why? I mean, you're just going to leave her high and dry after she blessed you with the vagina? You understand what I'm saying? Because what happens is that guys have this idea that, you know, women are giving them a gift by having sex. You understand what I'm saying? They make the sex special. They put it on the pedestal, right? That's why dudes feel some type of way about women who have, you know, lots of sex, or they see them as promiscuous and all that other type of shit, because they've already put the vagina on a pedestal. So if a guy like Game is out here hooking up with all these girls and feeling some type of way about it or feeling guilty about it, is because he's associating having sex and hooking up with there should be something attached to it. You just can't have sex. There got to be something attached to it. Because I feel like I'm playing with her emotions, because there's no way a woman would just have sex because she wants dick. There's no way a woman would just have sex because she just wants to have sex and have fun. No, her having sex is tied to her wanting more. This is how these guys think. You understand? That's how they think. And it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. Women every day are fucking guys that they will never speak to again. Women every day are having sex with guys that they're probably going to have sex with only once or twice. This is happening all the time. All the time. This is why I always laugh when guys talk about, you know, body counts. I'm like, do you not realize how much sex women are having? Do you not realize how many guys women are having sex with? It's crazy. You understand? Matter of fact, most women aren't even having sex with the amount of guys they could be having sex with. There's not enough time in a day. You understand what I'm saying? But understand that women are out here fucking casually because the sex feels good, right? So the thing is that if you are the type of guy who's feeling guilty about having casual sex, that means that you have an issue with sex. That means there's something going on in your brain where either you put sex on a pedestal or you have some shame around sex. You understand? And that's why you feel guilty for having casual sex with a woman. Or you're the type of guy who thinks you're having casual sex, but what you're doing is you're manipulating women into thinking that there's going to be more than just sex when you really just want sex. So these are the guys that go on 2 or 3 dates, even though they know they just want to fuck. These are the guys who talk to women on the phone all day, trying to get to know them, even though they know they just want to fuck. These are the guys that, you know, wine and dine, take women out to dinner, roll out the red carpet, even though they know they just want to fuck. And then so they end up fucking at some point, and then they fall back because they weren't really feeling the woman like that, or all the shit they had to go through to actually get to sex was like this process, and they realized through that process they don't like the woman's personality. They're like, she's annoying, she sucks, I'm not into her. So once they finally get the sex, they're like, okay, this was all right, but this wasn't worth all the shit I had to do to get it. And then he bounces. Or even if he thought the sex was good, there's some cases where he might smash one more time, but other than that, some guys will just leave at that moment because he's like, hey, I had to go through all of this to get this pussy and I got it, so I'm good. You understand what I'm saying? But again, understand that if you are, you know, feeling guilty about this, that's the thing that's going to make it harder for you to actually get more sex. See, you can't get more sex feeling guilty about getting sex. You understand? If you feel any form of guilt, shame about sex, then it's going to be harder for you to attract more sex. See, this is why I always laugh at the guys when they talk about body count. Because if you have a problem with women and their body counts, that means you have a problem with sex. And that means that I know that you have a hard time getting sex, or if you are getting sex, you are doing some form of tricking or simping. So I'll say it again. If you have a problem with women with high body counts, either you have a hard time getting sex in general, or you are tricking or simping in order to get sex. You understand? Because what happens is that if you are the type of guy who can easily attract women sexually, that would mean that you don't have a hang up or any type of shame around sex. And you wouldn't have a hang up or shame around women having lots of sex, because you would understand that you have lots of sex with women. See, you can't do both. You can't be the type of guy that's super sexually attracted to women. You have lots of sex with women, but then also on the flip side, have a problem with women having sex. That's a contradiction. You cannot be a sexually attractive guy that women want to have sex with, and you're having sex with these women who think you're sexually attractive, and at the same time, shame the woman who you're having sex with. It doesn't make sense. Because you're not going to be able to attract those women and be sexually attractive if you are at the same time the judgmental nigga who's judging them having sex. That's like me wanting to be rich, and I'm like, man, money's the root of all evil, man. These rich people, they're all scammers, and they all got it from their rich uncles and shit. But I want to be rich. I want to get a lot of money, but I have an adverse reaction to getting money. I think it's evil. I think it's immoral. I think all the rich people are scum, but I want all the money. How the fuck is that going to work? How am I going to be able to attract money when I want to be a good person and a good moral person, but all these rich motherfuckers are evil? It don't make sense. Yo, what's going on? I think this is Charlie. What's popping?
Yes, sir. I hope you're doing well. This is Carl. Thanks for taking my call.
Yes, sir. So what's going on with you?
So I just want to chime in real quick because I got a quick point to make about, about some stuff about casual sex and all like that,
Right.
In society, you probably heard a lot of women and even men, it's really women saving face, and also men saving face for the women because they're fucking simps. But you hear probably, a lot of guys have probably heard this before from women or whatever. They'll say like, oh, you just want me for my body, or you just want to have casual sex with me, or whatever, right?
Right.
And a guy with game, see, there's actually two parts to that. There's two different ways of having sex. I'm just having sex with you because I'm having sex with you, and I'm just having sex with you because I'm having sex with you. And let me explain. The thing about it is, when I just have sex with you, just to have sex, meaning I'm not even trying to look for compatibility, I just want to fuck you no matter what. That means I actually don't love myself and I don't have game, and I'm actually going to try to control you because I'm just having sex just because I want to have sex.
Right.
But the guys who actually have game, they want to have sex with a woman who actually is compatible and respectful towards them. They won't just have sex with any other fucking chick.
Right.
So really, it's actually dumb of women to say that, and guys who actually believe that themselves because they're idiots. Really, women are just saying that to guys who they don't like. So this isn't to rag a woman or anything like that. But women will say, oh, you just want to have sex with me. And it's like, yeah, I just want to fuck you, but I'm not going to fuck you if you're going to be disrespectful or if we're incompatible.
Right.
Like if you don't want to fuck, we're not going to fuck.
Exactly.
So this whole idea of that casual sex is wrong is just some bonker shit. Like whoever fucking said that is a fucking retard. And really all it is when girls say it to guys, it's because they're trying to save face or they don't like you.
Right.
And so you should just move the fuck on. But this whole idea of just having sex, like, yeah, I just want to have sex. What's wrong with that? If you don't want to have sex, we're not going to do it. But if I was a self-hateful person and I just wanted to have sex just for the sake of doing it because I need to fucking fill a void, then I'm going to try to fucking hate you, which results in my behavior being controlling or manipulative or deceiving or putting you down to be a good girl when really I want you to be a slut only to me. But because I'm such a fucking beta bitch, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to, kink shame you or say your body count's higher. Oh, so they're fucking dumb shit.
Right.
And I'm going to try to fucking control you through manipulation or scare tactics.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what 90% of the guys on earth fucking do.
Right.
But this whole idea that casual sex is fucking wrong, like, how the fuck did you get here, you fucking idiot? You know what I mean? It's like, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
now that's
I just want to say that because guys be way too scared about this shit. It's like, bro, because really when you think about it, and I'm going to add another 30 to this, it's like relationships are just an illusion anyway. Like today's the only day left anyway. So like you could say, you know, or like people in the fucking 40s would be like, oh, I'm going steady with this person.
Right.
But like, what does that even mean? Because today's the last day anyway. Like our relationship could end today. You could fucking die. So you're telling me that me having sex with chick is wrong today, and then the world ends tomorrow. That's fucking wrong. Like, I'm not saying guys want to do that. Like, if you don't want to do that, don't do it. But the only reason you're shaming somebody else, actually, the only reason that anybody shames anybody else is because it's a form of control.
Right.
So it's like, just, you know, guys need to chill the fuck out. Just like, go fuck some women and do your thing. And then, you know, and then just drink a fucking Kool-Aid or smoothie or a mixed drink, whatever the fuck you do. Like, it's not that fucking big a deal, guys.
Right. Exactly.
But anyway, I'm saying this through experience. So just so you guys know, you know, because I know some haters on me these days, you know what I mean? But anyway, so I appreciate taking my call, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the call, fam. That's what's up, man. But yeah, I'm telling you guys, man, y'all gotta get out of this mindset of you know, making stories in your head based on sex. Or I should say this, the story you have about sex, if it's gonna be some type of story, should be a positive one, right? Because this is the thing, like I said, the sex act is what it is, right? And so whatever story you have attached to it is how you're going to view sex. And then that's going to impact how you interact with the opposite sex to make sex happen. So if you're out here dealing with women, but you feel in some form or fashion that there's something wrong with women being sexual, right? Then that's the story you tell yourself, and then that's going to impact how you deal with women. So even when you're having sex with women or casual sex, you're going to feel guilty about it at some point because you feel like you're doing something wrong by having all this sex with all these women. You understand? You're going to feel like, oh, there's something wrong. I feel guilty. I shouldn't have been doing this. I'm playing with these women's emotions and so forth and so on. You understand? Well, let me see what some of these questions are saying. It says, so having more casual sex would detach that emotion to it? No. This is the thing. There is no emotion to it. The emotion that you have to it is you thinking in your own brain that the sex means something. Okay, think about this. Let me explain something to you. Okay. Think about this bottle of water, right? I'm opening this water. I take a drink of the water. I put the cap back, right? Now, I'm going to show you how stupid people are. If we started a marketing campaign to say, you know what? You shouldn't just drink bottles of water like this. You have to first spend time looking at the bottle, getting to know the bottle, and then let it sit there for at least 24 hours, and then you can take a drink of the bottle. Because if you drink the bottle as soon as you get it, you're going to become emotional. And then it's going to create a soul tie between you and the bottle or the water. And then you're not going to be able to go through the rest of your day because you drunk the water too quickly. And because you didn't actually get to know the water, then that's going to affect how you're going to go through your day. Right? See, that sounds crazy, but that's how people talk about sex. You understand what I'm saying? See, when I talk about the water, that sounds ridiculous. But for some reason, when we talk about sex, it's supposed to make sense. But Locario, it's not the same thing. It is the same thing. Exactly. It's social programming. That's all it is. Exactly. You're going to be like, you can't pair bond now because you drank the water too quickly. You've been drinking so many. What's your water count? What's your bottle of water count, guys? See, I can't fuck with a chick who has a high bottle of water count. Because statistics say if a woman has a high bottle of water count, she's not going to be able to bond with me. Huh? This is how stupid motherfuckers sound. You see what I'm saying? You can't just be going around drinking bottles of water. You have to find you a nice bottle of water, get to know it, and stick with it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about here? Oh my goodness. All you sluts out here drinking all these bottles of water every day. You're supposed to, listen, if you have a bottle of water count over 3, then you're a slut, you fucking dirty whore, you. So let's go to 502. 502, what's popping? What is?
What's going on, Locario? It's Phoenix.
What's up? What's going on, fam?
Yeah, you know I donated.
All right, that's what's up. Exactly. Yeah. So like I said, she had too many different brands of water. That's a fact. But go ahead.
Yeah, it was just like exactly what you was talking about. My question on that is, why feel guilty about the thing that he enjoyed?
Right.
Now, when he was doing it, you know what I'm saying? I guess like he claimed all these years because now he said, it happened in his 30s and 40s now. So say he's been smashing women 20 plus years. Why feel guilty now? Right. You enjoyed it for 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I don't understand.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, the thing is too, is, a lot of it is having a, misunderstanding of what's going on, because what happens is if he feels this way, a lot of times deep down, he's always felt weird about it. You understand what I'm saying? Because he has a misunderstanding of attraction and sexuality. You know, he doesn't understand how much women like sex, right? So the thing is that he's feeling guilty because he thinks women are looking at it a certain way. Or what happened is that he probably had situations where he was doing more than just sex, or giving the woman the impression that, more was supposed to happen outside of sex. And then when he fell back or just did his thing or whatever, he could have had issues where women were coming at him, getting emotional, getting upset, because all that happened was the sex, and they probably expected more based on how he was coming at them. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. So it could have been, something that was brought to his attention post after that. Like, right. He's seen the women again and they're doing that. So then that's what attached the emotion then to the sex and him getting in his head, I guess, thinking that.
Right, exactly. Because this is the thing. You can just, like, if you're actually just hooking up with girls, having casual sex, and that's it, 9 times out of 10, sometimes even 10 times out of 10, like, the chick is not having a problem with it. There's going to be no issue. There's going to be no drama if it is just that. If it's clear that that's what it is. You see what I'm saying? The problem is that a lot of motherfuckers are very vague, indirect, and unclear about the intention. So then what happens is that they will act in certain ways to acquire sex by doing non-sexual shit that makes the woman think she's going to get more non-sexual shit by having sex. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So then do they think they've somehow long-term ruined the woman? Because let's just go with, your example you're saying, right? Because, like, say most of them dudes that do that, they want to love bomb. So they say they take her on 5 dates and all they wanted to do was smash.
Right.
I still think she comes out ahead because you took her on 5 dates and paid for all these dinners and things. Yeah. So why would he even feel bad? She still ended up with the upper hand.
Right. Well, the thing is, they feel bad because they get the energy coming back to them, where the woman is like, what the fuck? I thought you cared about me. I thought you liked me, and blah, blah, blah. So now that's the part that can make them feel guilty. You see what I'm saying? Because they're like, damn, like, but see, what they're missing is They think it's the sex. No, it's the fact that they were fucking being disingenuous. That's the issue. So that's the part. See, that's the part that a lot of people, miss out when they make the issue sex. Sex 9 times out of 10 is not the issue. Like, for example, even with the pair bonding shit, right? Guys will say, oh, well, a woman who had all these sexual partners, it's hard for her to bond to the guy. No. That's not what makes it hard for a woman to bond to the guy. It's not her body count. It's her loser count. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not about the amount of dicks that was in her. It's the amount of losers she dated. That's the actual thing. Because what happens is that she's the combination of all the losers she was fucking with. So when you meet her, she's giving you the energy of what she learned by being around a bunch of losers. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's not about the dicks she's had. It's about the losers she's been around. Because that's going to come out in the way she acts, which means that would make it difficult for you to bond. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not about just the act of sex. The act of sex is nothing. See, these red pill niggas and all that, they try to get all scientific. Well, science says that, the more sex the woman has, and the reason why they're making it about sex, like I said, is because they have some sort of issue with sex. It's some sort of shame. They're putting the sex on a pedestal. All of those things, right? Makes them look at the sex instead of the actual fucking thing. You see what I'm saying? Just like how a dude would be like, yo, I was just hooking up with this girl and she tripping. No, it's not because you was just hooking up with her. It's because you was hooking up with her and you was calling her every day. You was hooking up with her and you took her out on a bunch of dates. You was hooking up with her and you was pillow talking. You was hooking up with her and you was cuddling. You was hooking up with her and you was taking showers with her. You was doing all of this boyfriendy shit and you think, oh, why is she tripping? Just because, it's because we fucking. So now I feel guilty for fucking because she's bugging out. No. She's not bugging out because of the sex. She's bugging out because you're doing all the other stuff outside of sex that made her think it was more than sex. And they completely missed that because they're focusing on the sex. You see what I'm saying?
Damn.
Like this is the thing. Most people don't realize, right? That, see, sex is meaningless, just like everything else. We give meaning to things. So the problem is that a lot of people, when it comes to sex, they put this really crazy meaning on it. Oh, soul ties, and oh, it's sacred, and oh, it's you could only do this in a loving relationship, and oh, I'm celibate because when I was having all this, like they make it this big fucking thing. They make it be a whole ass thing. Just like, see, and the thing is this, it means nothing because, like I'll talk about this before. If you walked into a room and there was 2 couples fucking in the room, right? And I said to you, tell me which couple is fucking and which couple's making love. Right? Now, you couldn't tell the difference. Why? Because the action is the fucking same. It's the guy putting his dick in the pussy and they're grinding on each other. Right? So both couples are doing the same exact thing. Both couples are fucking. She's on top of him. They're doing it doggy style and they doing it missionary and they sucking and fucking. Each couple's doing that. But one couple, for some reason, is making love and the other couple's fucking. It's the same thing. We just put labels on it. We put a story on it. But it means nothing. You see what I'm saying? It's just an act. And so when you start to think that sex means something like, oh, well, it's special and it's soul ties and, and I'm emotional about it and all that other stuff, that's the part that confuses you. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's fucking crazy.
Damn.
You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
And that's where shit gets fucking up. But that's why niggas is feeling guilty. That's why dudes feel some type of way about a woman having a bunch of sex. That's why women are trying to hold off on sex when they meet a simp and they're trying to get him to do, it's like, it's a whole bunch of that type of shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Crazy. Fucking
got
crazy.
you.
Yeah. Man.
All right. Well, I appreciate that, Locario. Appreciate that breakdown.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to jump on back in. I'll let you.
Appreciate the call, fam. All right. So I'm going to kill the phone lines now because we're about to wrap this up because I got to head up out of here. And me and April got to go get some food because we starving out here in these streets. But let me look at some of these questions and we're going to wrap it up. So do you believe shame and guilt from sex is indoctrinated by society and women saying they want to wait, want to know someone and all that? It's being imposed into their minds that one is wrong. Yes. See, excuse me, you got to understand that women also fall into the bullshit. Shout out to my dude Afi in the building. Shout out to Afi in the building. But yeah, women also fall into the bullshit. So women are indoctrinated to think that they're wrong for wanting to fuck. That's why, women try to act all like, oh, I'm not like that. And I got to get, they'll say, I got to get to know you, to the dude who, they're trying to keep because they know that he is also indoctrinated and he's going to look at her a certain way if he knows that she's fucking and sucking and doing all this other shit. You understand what I'm saying? So like, yo, I've had women who, that I've hooked up with, and they would tell me about like the other guys they're dating and shit. And these motherfuckers, they're like so concerned about who she's fucking. And, they start getting attached to this woman and, they're whining and dining this chick. And they want to make sure the chick that they're whining and dining that I'm fucking isn't fucking nobody else. So they want to know, is she fucking with any other dudes? Like, she is fucking with me and probably some other dudes. But the new guy wants to know, or, they want to know that she's not fucking around with anybody else. You understand what I'm saying? It's disgusting. It's crazy. This says, I don't fall in love when I have sex with women anymore, but I do get emotional at times when they do nice things for me, like cooking for me and giving me money / gifts. How can I solve this situation? Well, first of all, shout out to Efosa. Efosa got these chicks giving them gifts and money and shit. Efosa got these women giving them gifts and money. And guys, you can learn how to attract women who will give you gifts and money on the Bad Boy membership. Go to badboymembership.com so you can learn how to attract women who will give you gifts and money. So shout out to Efosa. He got these chicks out here giving them gifts and money and all that shit. God damn, he out here getting it cracking. You feel what I'm saying? He's out here getting it cracking. But this is the thing, Evos, you don't got to be emotional about that either. Just, have fun with it and just, appreciate it. But you don't gotta, don't get attached to none of that shit. Crazy. He said the only reason people think sex is bad because it feels good. If sex didn't feel good, people would not think this. Well, again, it's all people being indoctrinated and being fucking conditioned to think a certain way. You know what I'm saying? It's terrible. They said, good evening. How are you? Seeing multiple women's is in every man's DNA own way of living your life. Is it any right way to tell a woman you see that you like to see multiple women? Well, that's the thing. You don't need to tell a woman you like to see multiple women. You just go see multiple women. Listen, when you meet a woman and you just met her and y'all go on a date or some shit or y'all hooking up, you don't need to tell the woman, hey, just by the way, I just got to let you know, I'm seeing like a bunch of other women. First of all, they already know from the jump anyway. Like, this is the thing. 9 times out of 10, when I fucked with when I would like, hook up with girls, go on dates, whatever, most of the time, women wouldn't ask me if I'm seeing other women, right? Follow what I'm saying? Women, they won't ask me, am I seeing other women? They would ask me, how many other women are you seeing? That's two different questions. That's 2 different questions. Follow what I'm saying. I don't want this to go over your head. Women would never ask me, or they hardly ever ask me, am I seeing other women? They won't be like, hey, are you seeing other women? No. They would up front ask me, how many other women are you seeing? So why are they asking me that? Why are they saying it that way? Because they already know that I'm fucking with other women. Why, Locario? How do they know this? Because when they're in front of me, they're like, God damn, this motherfucker's too fine. He's too fucking smooth. He's too charismatic. I know other bitches is trying to get at him. What are you talking about? I know. Ain't no way I'm the only woman that's fucking with this motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? So then they ask me, hey, are you seeing any? No, they already know this. They're asking how many. I'm just curious. How many women are you seeing right? Like, they're not asking me if I am. They're just asking me. There's like, I know you're seeing other women. I'm just curious how many. That's it. But listen, man, we about to wrap this shit up, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Remember, guys, make sure you go to shoplocario.com, badboymembership.com, masculineidentitymembership.com, and CunninghamElements.com. Make sure you take advantage of the Black Friday sale on CunninghamElements.com, 33% off. You feel what I'm saying? And that is pretty much it. And I'm out of here, guys. I will holler at y'all later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.
Deep pooling.
Yo, get on your grind, boy. Life is short, you ain't got time, boy. You fuck around, you watch your mind, boy. Tell me, is your life on the line, boy? Are you really out here living it up? Are you doing it or giving it up? What's the plan? Have you written it up? Keep it real while not giving a fuck. These cats, they be talking, but they don't be walking it. All of it's marketed, on again, off again. Nothing they're offering, unzip the cardigan. Went in it, then gave me the cardigan. Then they start partying, these niggas ain't serious artists, and they ain't about their business. So I'm a mind. It's grind time. I said fine wine with a dime, 9 or 8. It's late, I gotta skate, cause this guy's high on dope. Offering me coke, don't wanna try lines. Yo, get on your grind, boy. Get on your grind, boy. You ain't got time, boy. You ain't got time, boy. You must be out your mind, boy. Your life is on the line, boy. Yo, get on your grind, boy. Life is short, you ain't got time, boy. You fuck around, you watch your mind, boy. Tell me, is your life on the line, boy? Are you really out here living it up? Are you doing it or giving it up? What's the plan? Have you written it up? Keep it real while not giving a fuck. Their time they're just wasting it. Life is a test and I'm acing it. They talking shit, I take their shit and rubbing their face in it. They mad, they raising their voice, I tell them put some bass in it. They call me a nigga, I'm like, why you putting race in it? They mad I'm fucking they bitch and she says she like tasting it. They bitch be bitching to them, but when they with me, they submit. Y'all on that little boy shit, these niggas out here, they a bitch. These niggas ain't really gay, all they can say is hated it. Yo, get on your grind, boy. Get on your grind, boy. You ain't got time, boy. You ain't got time, boy. You must be out your mind, boy. Your life is on the line, boy. Yo, get on your grind, boy. Life is short, you ain't got time, boy. Fuck around, you out your mind, boy. Tell me, is your life on the line, boy? Are you really out here living it up? Are you doing it or giving it up? What's the plan? Have you written it up? Keep it real while not giving a fuck.